about it, and it seemed kind of interesting to go. So I was like, okay, I'll jump in the car and come see the forum. And it was like, he had a lot of good points with like the what was it, the five things that made the national crisis. I can't remember exactly how he said it, but that was really cool because it sounded low-key like my AP government class at schools.
To clarify this in a few words, this was overdue. It needs to continue, and it was excellent information.
I'd heard about Barber, but to hear him in person, actually, it gives you it gives you more motivation about what he's actually trying to do, and makes it both seem more possible, but also for a little group like ours, I can't lie, like it's easy to sit there and read books about what it means to be a Christian and do that work in the world, but to listen to him talk about it, you kind of really feel, I know maybe he was saying that part for the students, but all of us need to actually get up and do something.
Very moving, very inspirational gathering tonight. Reverend Barber really lifted the crowd up and a call to action. And I think a lot of us heed that call.
I was so inspired by Dr. Barber because he brought to me and to all of us that there is a moral emergency in this country, and we have to face it, and we have to be involved, and I'm ready.
What resonated is that no matter your color, your race, your background, religion, that we all want the same thing, and that we all have to come together to make it work.
And it was just an honor and a privilege to see him in person and hear his words. And what resonated mostly with me was that, like he said, we need to get rid of those silos, and we need to get everybody to fuse together and understand that our problems are their problems and their problems are our problems, so that we can all together solve the problems that we have here in this country, this great country that wants to be what it is, but keeps holding itself back.
Dr. Barber's actually ready to not only go to Louisiana, but all across the South. In Louisiana and New Orleans, we have a lot of folks that actually are social justice minded, but we still organize in our silos, we do our own thing, but we're ready to come together. And my union, United Labor Unions, Local 100, and several other unions, Unite Here, they're organizing serious living wage stuff. And there's people blocking this because they still think that $15 an hour or a living wage, we can't afford it. That's just garbage. Amen. I'm excited.
Well, the movement is still alive and well. And come 2020, we'll show them how alive we are.
Right. I really think what's interesting is that he let us know that this climate that we're in at present didn't just start 2 years ago. And this historical narrative started in the 60s with Nixon and the other person who started this real radical agenda in terms of suppressing, the Southern strategy, suppressing black vote, and that America has a history that we have got to recognize and reconcile.
I was very impressed with Reverend Barber when he gave his presentation at the Democratic Convention, and so it was exciting to see him in person, to be able to hear him be such an enthusiastic person about his commitment, and others to try to convey how they can be as committed as he is in a Christian manner. I look forward to trying to follow the philosophy that he has.